Welcome back to another episode of Lauren Boebert actively tries to keep something from happening, and then once it happens, decides she's going to take credit for it. Except this time, she got fact-checked by the public. Now, that first tweet I showed you was a tweet from Representative Lauren Boebert stating that she has secured $51 million for the South Bridge in Colorado with her support, when in reality, she did not secure $51 million for the bridge. That money came from the Biden-Harris grant, part of the Rural Surface Transportation Grant Program, for which Lauren Boebert voted against. I gotta be honest, my favorite feature of Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, is the fact that readers can add context and fact check people with sources in case you want to read some articles to verify for yourself. But as embarrassing as that is, it's not the first time Lauren Boebert has done the exact same thing. Like when she tweeted about clean, renewable energy from hydropower in her own state. When not too long ago, this is what she had to say about renewable, clean energy.
Now, Ms. Clark, do you know how many jobs depend on the survival of the oil and gas industry?
I do not.
The oil and gas sector supports 69,000 direct jobs and 271,000 indirect jobs in my home state of Colorado. These are very good jobs. They're good paying jobs. And out west, George Soros and the Rockefeller families are trying to destroy in an attempt to legislate through the courts.
Oh, to vote against clean, renewable energy, only to take credit for it and act like you're really behind it once it becomes inevitable where you are. And once again, the public had quite a few funny things to say, things that I thought of when I first saw this too. And considering that she is lobbied to death by oil and gas companies and suddenly is backing hydro water energy, completely ignoring the fact that there is a drought crisis in Colorado. She doesn't even know how to properly back things that she has voted against. And to give you just a crystal clear picture on how much Lauren Boebert has been lobbied to death by oil and gas in the past, based on the things she said, to make it very strange that she's decided to flip now. Just take a look at these few things she said about renewable energy in the past.
And I travel to these co-ops, these energy co-ops, and they're like, they want us to be completely green and renewable by 2035, by 2050, and it's absolutely not possible.
Now listen, Eagle County, I will go on the record with you all tonight and say that I absolutely believe in climate change. It happens 4 times every year.
It's almost like you can tell how much money she's getting based on exactly how intense her disbelief of climate change is. Whether it's real or not, or whether we can be energy efficient soon or not, it just depends on how many, thousands to millions she's getting. And if you thought this tweet was maybe a sign that she was growing up in a sense, or seeing the light, let me remind you of other opinions she's had recently.
The Biden-Harris administration expansion of the welfare state abolishes work ethic and promotes a new generation of government dependency. I've lived under government dependency, and I'm thankful that I have broke free of that cycle, given my life experiences and developing work ethic.
They tried to rig the 2020 election by sending out hundreds of thousands of ballots illegally. They colluded with the government and big tech to censor the Hunter Biden laptop story. We know that Democrats would have changed their votes had they been informed about Hunter Biden's laptop.
Come to Colorado and you can see that we have an invasion at our southern border. It is everywhere right now.
Colorado's not even on the border. She just went to a park and took footage from people just enjoying their time in the park and was like, look at these brown people. They're illegal immigrants. We're having come to Colorado, see the border crisis. Listen, look at a map. Colorado's not on the border. Yeah, I don't think she's becoming reasonable. I think it's quite legitimately just about the money. And I think that funding we will probably see soon has fallen through from oil and gas, causing her to backtrack and then try to take credit for something she actively tried to vote against. And as funny as it all is, it's perhaps even more horrifying because she works in our government and she has the ability to legislate based off of how she feels that day, how much money she's getting, etc. But at least there is a funny aspect that we can focus on so that we don't drown in fear and sorrow. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to check out some of my content that isn't news related, you can check out my personal YouTube channel at Bad Gamer Wyatt. And until then, I will see you in the next video. Thank you.